thing real quick. Where is it?
Damn.
All right, hold on.
Up.
I got it.
Go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tax.
What's up?
Oh, man, we got to intro you, man. You jumping in too fast,
damn.
man.
Whoa.
Pikachu!
Run that back.
Pikachu!
All right, you're doing way too much already.
Want to start that over?
Let's start this again.
Take two.
All right,
Here we go.
Take two.
Take two.
Perfect. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tax.
Yo, Radical One in the mix, aka Goya Pikachu.
Yo, you know, your boy Zonzo, he's back.
Goya Pikachu. That's what we thought of today.
Really? That's how you feel? That's how we feeling? You feeling?
That's how I feel today, like
Look.
a Goya Pikachu.
All right, we'll talk about that later. All right,
time.
we are joined by a very special guest, a friend of the show. If you've tuned into our first two episodes, we've mentioned him in passing in regards to Marvel. This guy is a really good gamer. He's a comedian too on the side. He's used to coming in second place in Salt Party. Ladies and gentlemen, Sion. Give him a little.
I was happy to the last part. What's
There's
good,
a clapping
everybody? What's
one,
going on? Sion in the building. Thank you for that intro.
Someone's a little salty.
There we go.
Oh my God.
There you
I
go.
was happy until that last bit, but what's going on, everybody? We here. Glad to be here. I guess we can kind of take it away with what would you guys want to?
All right, first thing we got to do, man. What happened with this Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay. You told us you had an early copy.
Oh, no.
Oh no! All right. Thank you.
You have to address it.
Have a great day, everybody.
Play
that outro.
No,
Play
you know
that
what you
outro. Play
need?
that outro.
You needed the music from, like, the
Yeah.
defense court. Come in, like, dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. It's like, we have defendant Sion coming to plead his case. Dun-dun-dun. He comes with like a suit on his face.
No questions.
You're on Future Perfect Court right now.
No, seriously.
Future perfect court. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. So here's the thing. I was supposed to go to New York to get an early copy.
On your stream, mute the stream. Yeah, because pick it up in the mic. Yeah.
Essentially, I was supposed to go to New York to get an early copy of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which we'll talk about in a second. I think I feel the way Marvel 2 players felt when Marvel 3 came out in terms of this game. I'll tell you guys that in a bit. But yeah, so New York fell through, but I definitely pulled a Haney. And if you guys don't know what a Haney is, or a Sion is rather, I should say, is that I do this premature snap call. I'll tell you the move. Before Brawl came out, if you guys are familiar with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, yo guys, I got this game already. Everybody be like, how? But you ain't got the system yet. But trust me, I got this game. You guys need to come through and play it. And then turns out I never got Brawl that day until like a week later. Fast forward to 2017, all right? Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's about a week early before it came out. I was supposed to go to New York to pick it up. It fell through. But nobody was shocked this time around. Everybody just kind of figured. But yeah, fast forward to now, a month in, I don't have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
He's like, day 30. I still don't have
I don't have the
Marvel
game.
vs.
Yes, Rodrigo, you don't have the game,
I
Rodrigo.
don't have the game. No
rush, though. No rush.
Pero I don't want the game no more. You see,
Listen,
the game is kind of butty. I don't know. That's my opinion. All right, I'll get into my opinion about the game.
all right, look, the listeners, and we have one question.
Sure.
Why? Why, senor?
Why?
4K.
Why did I say I was gonna get it, or why do I not have it? I'll answer
Maybe a
both.
little both. Yeah. It's a twofold question.
Porque los dos? Soft and hard taco.
Make no mistake, I was so excited for that game, for it to come out. I was like the number one on the bandwagon with wanting to play Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I was like, I'm gonna play every character. I'm gonna play Nova. I'm gonna play Jetta. I'm gonna play Dante. I'm gonna play all of these characters. And somewhere down the line, when I was watching the game, and shout outs to one of my boys that has the game, who I lived with for a while, but I got to play it. I got to play the demo, and I'm. So like
The
I
game's
said,
kind of hot trash.
hot garbage. Oh my God, man!
Like
There's
that
so many
bootleg
problems with this
Tapatio.
game. No, and it's not. Let me go ahead and say I played my share of bad games and stuff like that. And everyone's gonna find what they like about the game, so I'm not gonna hate on it too much. And you know what I mean? Everybody's got their cup of tea, but whatever. But there's a lot that I can't overlook anymore. Like there's a lot. So I guess I get it when Marvel 2 players felt when Marvel 3 came out, and they were like, "This game does not look like a fun game." So I get that, right? But Infinite has a lot of things that I feel can be fixed. And I don't want people to think like I don't play the game, so I can't talk about it. No, I played the game. I did my own combo. I ranked up. I was playing the game in a bit, and I just stopped because maybe I'm too old, or maybe I've gotten older. But I just only in recent years. This is kind of going back to what we was talking about earlier. But in 2017, just a lot of the games that I played this year in terms of fighting games, it's just very lackluster. It's just, and it's not saying like I've got washed up or anything like that, or I can't play or anything. If I make no mistake about it, if I care enough about the game, like I'll play the game and like I'll learn the ins and outs. It's just, I don't want to put time into something that I'll only be playing just to like be cool with everybody else. You know what I mean? This game, if I play it, it's just because I love the scene.
Yeah.
But I personally, it's like cancer.
So if you could rank the fighting games in order of best to worst
This year?
this year, how would you rank them?
Damn, like every single one.
Honestly,
Well,
do you want me to be real talk?
Yeah,
honest?
like the majors.
Real
Let's say
talk?
majors, because obviously there's probably a bunch of indies I don't even know about.
No,
damn,
absolutely.
I'm not
Do you want me to go in
even
order?
thinking about
Real talk?
Yeah, real talk.
Number one, the best game of this year?
Yeah.
Tekken. Tekken's actually the best fighting game of this year. And I don't even touch the game. Tekken's good. Tekken's real good.
Yeah, it looked really
Second, let me say this about this. Tekken is hard. Okay? When I mean hard, I mean, first of all, 8-way run games for people who don't know. 8-way run games are games who they're 3D fighters. Okay? They're not Capcom fighters. They're not NetherRealm Studio fighters. 8-way run games are games essentially where if you press up on the controller, your character moves in three directions, right? So up and down, they don't work necessarily the way up and down would work in a Capcom game or a NetherRealm. So you don't it doesn't have to be crouching necessarily, right? So 3D games in general are always going to have their difficult mechanic, but Tekken in particular, there's a ninth hidden kind of like direction option, right? So there's all the ways you can go on the joystick, or rather a 10th option. So besides just moving in all 9 directions of the joypad, so it's like 1, 2, 3, which is like anime fighters, but that's like down, back, down, forward. But there's a neutral part where you can just leave the stick in neutral, and that's an input. So Tekken has an input where you can just leave the controller in neutral, and that registers as a move. To be able to do all of this at a high level, to leave the stick in neutral mid combo and then to continue is very, very difficult. It's not easy to do. No way. And after all that, there's guard breaks like in Soul Calibur games and things like that. Adding all of this into the mix, it's just so hard, man. It's very hard execution wise. So in 2017, finding a game that's hard and execution wise in 2017 is actually really weird because most of the games nowadays the combos are really easy. Tekken, it's not. It's very hard.
Guilty Gear's up there with execution.
Going to my second game, Guilty Gear is actually number 2. Guilty Gear is the second best game for sure. Guilty Gear is weird. So like Guilty Gear, they'll start you off really easy and then they'll hit you with the really, really hard technical combos. But the good thing about Guilty Gear is they have a pathway to get good. Like if you didn't understand how you got hit in Guilty Gear, there is literally a training mode that'll tell you what you got hit by, recreate the situation for you, and you learn how to block. That's sick. I wish every game did that. Every game did that.
Yeah, sometimes Guilty Gear is really appeals. It really take their time. If you're new to the game will literally teach you.
It tells you how you got hit.
If you want to get good at the game,
That's lit, man.
It's awesome. So you have no excuse. You can't be like, oh man, I didn't see that coming. Well, you could prepare for it now. It'll tell you. It'll literally put you in the corner, and your opponent will hit you with all of these things, and then you on your own have to get the muscle memory on how to block that. A Guilty Gear can train you up super well. The third best fighting game of 2017.
You might as well just do top 3, because I think the third one might be the tougher one.
This goes hard now at this point, but I guess Street Fighter V Edge's King of Fighters out. So
I just feel like
There was a new King of Fighters game.
Yeah.
There's a new
Yeah. 14 came out this year.
I'm late. I'm late.
I actually
King of
would
Fighters.
put- I know. I think as a design game, even though despite people were trying to knock it for its graphics, which is funny because people will knock it for the graphics, but they're like, oh, ignore Marvel for the graphics. And King of Fighters had a graphic update.
King of
The game
Fighters.
looked a lot better.
Yeah.
King of Fighters 14 is actually a really fun game.
Yeah.
Where
Very much so.
there's depth into it, but at the same time, it takes like 2D. It's like a cross between Street Fighter and Marvel.
Oh, I'm gonna. Sorry, with you, Zanza. I'm gonna back up for a bit for 3. No, you're right, Zanza. You're right. I'm gonna put that for 4th. Actually, 3rd, Injustice 2.
Okay, I was actually.
This year.
Injustice 2.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Injustice 2. Actually, we're probably gonna bump Injustice 2 past Guilty Gear 2. Injustice 2 is such a good solo experience because it's more than just a fighting game. So if you guys don't know familiar with fighting games are not known for their story mode. Fighting games are not known for their story. Fighting games are not known for their one-player content.
I mean, you got Warner Brothers backing you. You best believe there's going to be a story.
You got that Warner Brothers money.
Unless you're Street Fighter 5, then you're not known for an arcade mode either. Woo!
Shots.
There's got to be a shot button on there. There has to be. There's got to be a shot.
I got this. That's all I got.
That's
By the end of
that's a
tonight,
clip.
we're gonna go through
That's a
every button.
clip. That's a clip right there.
God.
Nah, but
clip.
Yeah.
I think that's a recent development in fighting games that
Yeah.
they want to create some type of solo experience.
You have to. Like, if someone's paying $60, and this kind of goes back into what we was talking about. If I'm gonna buy a meal, right, you got to give me more than the burger, baby. You got to give me the drink. You got to give me everything that comes with that. You know what I mean? Let me back up a bit. So, like, you got to give me everything that comes with it. And Injustice 2 does not sell short of that. It's like an RPG mode almost. It's like Destiny 2 in there. You get gear, items. You get, dude, it's like a whole...
To just real quick, to Flap a Slap. I guess a little bit of both, actually. I guess it all goes hand in hand.
What up, Flap Slappa? Oh, is that Brendan? What's good, Brendan?
Hey, read the question for the people that aren't watching.
Okay, the question is by
my
Flap
bad.
Slappa. Lou, actually, I want you to answer this one. Are we ranking the games by difficulty or quality? We're definitely going by quality.
Quality.
That's why I feel like
Difficulty kind of
Injustice
goes into quality too, I would say, because that also affects the experience of the game.
Hold on though, because if it's too difficult, well, I mean, it was a fighting game community because
That's a-
because I'm like, if you
that's
guys
a
want to talk
topic in
about
itself.
difficulty, I'm frustrated with Cuphead.
I'm gonna
That's a whole other
if it's
conversation.
just fighting games.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about that.
Cuphead is damn near a fighting game, if we're being honest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
got supers, you got parries, you got Hadoukens.
All right, let's
No, he's not lying.
Let's be real. The real question is, when are you gonna stream some Cuphead? I've been looking at this game.
Cuphead needs to be in the near future. Future perfect.
Yo,
Yeah, no, we talked about it.
We're trying to perfect
We
the
just gotta
future.
figure out how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
like legit.
That'd be a really good episode.
Featuring Rattle
There'll be a lot of rage.
Actually, you're talking about good games. Cuphead is a good game.
I'm raging. It's a great game.
I
But
feel-
like mid to like late second world and third world is insane, bro.
Yeah. No, so
That's a topic we're definitely gonna have time for Cuphead, but
Oh yeah, but yeah, it is. Not to.
no, but I think that game is good. But going back to Injustice 2 is why I think it's like top 3 for sure of one of the best fighting games this year is because there's so much. They give you like a full pack. Do you remember? I'm gonna go a little off topic. Do you guys remember Pokemon Silver or Pokemon Gold?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember how much content you guys got out of that one game,
A lot.
Silver's my favorite.
bro?
First of all, you had 2 Elite
had
Fours,
I think
two
Crystal
Elite Fours.
was the best.
16 badges, like 200 something Pokemon.
That game was amazing.
Typhlosion.
That was a real. That's a.
That's number one.
Yo, bringing it back, my
But
dude.
do you see what I'm
Silver's
saying?
my
Like,
absolute favorite.
so they give you so much content in one game. Like I feel like
cartridge
Injustice 2
in one
Injustice 2 finally did that. Like you had so much in one game, and you're like, it's terrible because it doesn't have like the. So Capcom will always have the following just because of their history. Like you can't beat that history. Like they have, if you're international, you're always going to beat national. And NetherRealm Studios, for all we know, is absolutely it's an American thing.
Brand.
It's American focused.
It's not even just that. I mean, that's a large part of it too. But
go
then,
ahead.
like, you are never going to take away the nostalgia people had of playing Street Fighter.
Absolutely, no. There's so much
It's
legend.
always gonna It's always gonna stay with them.
Absolutely.
Like even when fighting games like died and they started the renaissance again back in 09, the first game to start that back was Street Fighter 4.
Yep. Street Fighter 4.
You were,
It was-
and honestly, Capcom was probably going to be the only people to really start that renaissance back.
yeah.
Because people wanted that Street Fighter 2 feeling again.
Wait,
Yeah, Street Fighter 4 was kind of like
Street Fighter
when
4
they
brought it
dropped.
back.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Street Fighter
Like
4
how
brought it
many
back.
people actually?
I actually remember falling out with people and just not talking to them. Street Fighter 4 came out, and now we like rekindled just because of that game. Like,
Yeah, it was. No, yeah, it was like. No, yeah, it was like the beginning. It was the beginning. I'll definitely say that much. What was the thing I wanted to say? No, yeah, like back to say about like Pokemon Gold and Silver. Like when I first played it, like I didn't even know I was gonna go back to like the region and go clap those other gym leaders from the previous game.
that's like extra food in the
Like,
bag.
yeah, they didn't even
like, you
tell
looked
you.
at the bottom, that's like bag fries.
Yeah,
that's like
it is.
bag
It's
fries.
bag, yo, it's
That's what
legit
the Five
bag
Guys.
fries.
That's what the
literally the Five Guys of
that's
Pokemon.
Oh my
Five
god.
Guys is Pokemon.
Extra fries in the
It's
bottom.
legit.
Yo, they're like,
gold,
yo, fam,
silver.
little extra inside.
Wait.
No, that's what it was. That's what it was. You,
Nah.
Yeah, you didn't know you had it.
They didn't tell you.
They didn't
dropped
tell
it.
you, and the fact you thought you were done, and you're just like, yo,
I feel like that was-
it's like I'm only halfway through. Like you,
Yeah.
Nah, you literally just beat Johto, and it was like, keep that same energy in Kanto, fam.
I know.
Talk to my man Ash about that.
He's like, wait,
I
this was
then I
only the
feel like the
mid-season?
person who came up with
Yeah,
that idea
man.
got fired. They're like, that's way too much content. Because
like,
every
what do you-
game that preceded that was like, you got like 4 badges and then DLC.
It's just like,
Wait.
that
Force.
I know Pokemon keeps it 100. You got it.
If
Their
Pokemon came out today,
their formula
Because after
is-
that,
will always
after
work.
Silver and Gold was
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah.
But Crystal is
Yeah,
like,
I'm talking about
which was like a redefined.
I mean,
It's like-
I'm
it's
talking
like
about
2.5.
like Ruby and Sapphire. I'm like the pairs that came out after that, Ruby Sapphire.
Ruby Sapphire.
Black
Ruby
and white.
Sapphire had
You know what it
DLC?
was? No.
I'm just
I'm about to
being- I'm
say,
just being-
funny.
Did I
I was
miss
being
something?
stupid.
So
but, like,
here's the thing: like, you never had another Pokemon game with that much content, except for like Pokemon, like Stadium and shit. You never had another one like that.
Sure, yeah.
And then even like the newer ones, you have like post game content. It doesn't nearly like you can just fly to the location, catch the Pokemon, and leave.
And bounce.
Leave.
Yeah, like you couldn't do that in Kanto. They wasn't letting you have it. You
Nah,
had to explore that bitch all over.
Bro, you gotta
Literally
put
was
the,
the
what kind of
second journey.
chancletas you got on? You walking, bro. The whole forest.
Y'all remember you
I don't
like
even remember Run being in that game.
you had to go through
Run, you had to get the
Run was
bite.
like was Sapphire.
you had to
and-
get cut
That was
and
crazy,
fucking
though.
Katsudo Wudo.
Bro, I actually got far in the
You
game
thought it
without
was a
having
tree.
cut.
No,
You know how annoying it is to play that game,
It's a tree
get
with
so
hands.
far without cut. Like I forgot where to get cut. I like couldn't remember. Anyways, that's off topic. But I'm
Fun
saying
fact,
like,
I was so nasty as Gold and Silver that like I used to get people out of like the caves without flash. And niggas used to be like, how did you do that?
Oh,
They're like,
yeah,
yo,
you-
Tax, I'm stuck in the cave again.
they just gave Tax the coordinates. He's like, I'm at the top left part of the North Cave. He's like, 16 right, down 4.
No, they used to literally hand me their
Left
Game Boy
8.
in the hood.
And then they're out the cave.
They used to literally hand me their Game Boy like, yo, Tax, I'm stuck. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, all right, you good.
I'm saying
It's on the other side.
So like, obviously
Crazy.
moving
Because
forward.
no one was trying to
like,
teach any of their Pokemon's Flash. Let's be real. Like you had to, but like
you had
was
to
it
get a
worth it?
Pokemon you didn't like
Real time.
to get Flash. She was like, listen, I'm sorry, Clefairy.
I was about to say that.
I was like, listen, it's Clefairy. Don't lie. Guys, press 1 if it's Clefairy. Everybody knew it was Clefairy.
Yo,
Until Metronome
Who
came
else could've
out.
done it?
Yo,
She was like
I
your...
flipped a coin. I took gyms with just Clefairy. I was like,
Pokemon's like learn Flash.
There were
That
some
was
Pokemon
annoying.
Metronome,
Some
Mega
Pokemon
Punch.
were-
I'm like, I'm winning.
straight up your HM cum dumpsters. They
Yeah, they
were
were.
your dumpsters.
Yeah, they were.
You knew Surf, Rock Smash, Cut,
For
Fly.
me, I know. I remember. It was just shout out to the homie Dunsparce, bro. That dude, I
shout out
taught
to
that man
Dunsparce.
everything. Flash, cut, strength, you name it. They knew it all.
Anyways,
For
moving forward.
gold.
Whoa.
Well,
What
going
was
back,
that?
we're going on a
Oh,
little
okay.
tangent. Hella
What I'm saying is
tangent.
like Injustice 2 has a lot of content. That's what I was trying to say.
yeah.
All right.
Single player content too.
And then finally, like 4 or 5. Once we get to the 4 or 5, like Street Fighter 5, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
All right, so just to recap, it goes Injustice 2. No, sorry, Tekken.
Tekken's the best game.
Tekken, Guilty Gear, Cuphead, Injustice 2.
Cuphead.
Yes. I don't know who like wedged that in there, but yes.
Cuphead.
You're not going to tell me Cuphead is not top 5 fighting games, bro.
I'm saying if this 2017 was a little rough for the gaming industry, period, to be
Yeah.
honest. But there was a couple gems.
This titles, it just
There was a couple gems near. Nier was pretty good.
Yeah, that was
There's
actually.
a couple
Sonic
gems.
Mania was good.
What?
Sonic Mania. That was
Sonic is it good? I was gonna pass the mic over to you on that one.
It's good.
Sonic Man. Why is it good?
Because it's the nostalgia fix that you've been waiting for from Sonic. You've had a lot of good to 3D games. The only time you got a good Sonic experience, 2D, was on the handheld. Mm-hmm. This is the first time in ever.
Is it true that it's indie done, right? It's done by it's not like Sega who did it, right?
So they had those people programming.
Yeah.
But there's some complaints I have about it. I felt like they remixed too many stages. And even still, they could have remixed other stages instead.
Yeah. Slappa on the street said,
they had
I was a Ruby guy, not hip to the silver gold stuff, QQ. Ruby, no. Don't get me wrong. Ruby and Sapphire were great.
They were great too.
They were great.
I never played. Well, I played a little bit of Ruby.
They were great.
I'm sorry, I'm the dude that played Emerald.
Emerald's godlike.
Emerald was good too.
Slappa, you play Emerald? That was godlike.
Emerald was like a 2.5.
Yeah,
Hoenn was good.
Emerald was the shit.
Yeah.
Is right now. Hoenn starters across
Because
the board.
honestly, Rayquaza is
Hoenn starters
are
No.
Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald brought I think they brought legendary to that was a cool thing to get legendary.
No, because their legendaries are, I think, a lot cooler.
But remember, they would do the Reggie Rocks.
Yeah, no, their legendary pool was better.
Yeah.
Than Gold and
their
Silver.
legendary. Yes,
I fucked with the legendary dogs in Gold and Silver, but nah, Ruby and Sapphire.
for sure.
First of all, Rayquaza, nigga.
Yeah, Rayquaza.
That nigga.
He had his
Nah,
own.
Rayquaza
tell me-
Entei, nah.
You know you're a beast.
That beard game, you don't understand.
You said Rayquaza versus Entei?
No, he said, he's like
Actually, I didn't
Riku,
really mess with the
and I was
dogs
just
at all,
like,
to be
nah,
honest.
Entei's beard.
Nah,
I
Rayquaza
caught them
from
all. I caught them all.
freaking Diamond.
Yeah.
No, not Diamond.
Sweet
Sorry,
Coon
Emerald.
and
Yeah.
say-
Yo,
I
first
need
of all, that starter has the blackest name besides Reggie Rock.
Yo, Reggie.
Rayquaza.
Ray goes,
You
Ray-
have a cousin named Rayquaza. I know you.
If you're Hispanic, you have a 100% chance of having cousin named Rayquaza.
And to top it off, his shiny skin was black.
Yup, black Rayquaza.
Yeah, black
shiny
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza's black.
I had a black Rayquaza.
For real?
Yeah, the nigga's black.
How?
He's black.
First of all, I went through the tedious task of saving right before I'm about to catch him and resetting until I got it.
Oh my god.
How many times you got to do it? How many times did you do it?
Oh, it's completely random. I did it hundreds of times. I didn't care though.
See, I wasn't that committed.
Because I got it used, and then I was in the area of Rayquaza, so I'm like, I don't care. This is my first time playing the game.
No, it's also cool because he was part of the lore of the game. Rayquaza was such a beast that he's part of the story. Mewtwo was not. You could straight up miss Mewtwo. Rayquaza was important enough that NPCs, people talked about him, and they were like, "Hey, you beat the game? No, you didn't, because you got Rayquaza to get." You're like, he was part of the story.
Where's your Rayquaza?
He's they would tell you they're like, did you beat the game? Congratulations, except not because you didn't get Rayquaza yet. Mewtwo, you can skip. You can be like, "What's that cave over there?" Don't worry
No,
about
because
it.
Mewtwo was Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yo, legit.
I
Mewtwo
forgot
was behind everything.
I forgot Mewtwo was
Let me tell you the story of how I knew about
in
Mewtwo.
Emerald.
I remember beating the game, but during when I was playing the game, there was a cave in Cerulean City that I looked over, and there was a homie just posted up in front of the door.
And then he's gone,
And I
right?
forgot about that. No, I was I always remembered after beating the game, hey, I need to go back to this place. There's this dude just posted up over there. After I beat the game, I was like, oh my god, there's still that place that I didn't check out yet. So I headed over there, and no one was blocking the cave.
Dude, he dipped. He's like, you're ready.
So I went in there, and tell me why there were the hardest ass Pokemon that ever existed in there. There was a level 80 Raticate. Why?
Dog, he was trying to spare. He's like, this cave is only you have to.
Bro, because that area of that cave was
It's only
the
thugs.
Kumite, nigga.
Yeah.
It's a Kumite.
Nowhere.
It was literally cell block 4.
Sponsored
Only
by
the
Red
thuggest
Bull.
of thugs.
No, you got an email after
I
you
went into,
after
that thing
you
was
beat
Evo in there. I went into a tournament.
after you beat Red. No, he knew after you beat Red. He's like, Mr. Mewtwo will see you now. So you had to
He beat
he's like,
me in. The cave had a buzzer. Is that
I'm
Haiti?
telling you.
Send him in.
and it's like they're like, name please. You're just like, Sion.
Scion,
And I'm like, what time is your appointment? You're like, I don't know. They're like,
He's like, cancel all my other appointments.
you're just like, wait, Sion's here. You cancel all my other appointments. I'll see him now. And they're like, he's like, Mr. Mewtwo will see you now. You're like,
Yeah, Rayquaza gave you.
nah, Mewtwo's one name too. Mewtwo. He's like, what's your last
straight
name?
there.
I don't got one. Like,
Yo,
God.
that cave was literally a convention of the thuggest of thugs. It was like the BET Cypher all over. There's so many thugs.
There is just straight.
I don't know if it's that's stuck is just Eminem. Eminem's verse.
First of all,
Oh man.
I mean, hold on.
Ooh, that's a whole other conversation.
Man, oh man.
I definitely
sorry.
posted that before seeing your status, so just for all those wondering, I paid Boo $0 to do what I needed to be done.
No, all right. So we're talking about this Facebook status because I was watching The Flash like Wednesday,
that was dope.
and I was like, "Yo, my man Barry Allen had bars this episode."
I said the same thing. Right?
Yo, he was like, "Yo," because he just got out the Speed Force and his mind's kind of fucked up. He's like, "Yo, man."
He's just writing all these things.
He's
on the
writing
wall.
these symbols, and he's like,
no way, outweigh, and he just starts rhyming all.
he's like,
these
no
things.
way, outweigh, play, day, say, may, day. Yo, it was like
Yo,
super
please
hot
subscribe to
fire was there.
Subscribe to
Yeah.
Luxury Tax, and then you can find some more hot bars near you.
Yo, he was rapping the whole
he was
episode.
going fire. I was like, M, you got competition.
He was going off the top. M wrote that shit. And I,
The Ghost Rider?
I don't usually ghostwrite, but I had to do it for
Ghostwriter?
this.
Flash came with that off the top, nigga. Top
Off the-
$6 ever.
Anyways.
Dome
Yeah.
to paper. That's how it happened.
Nah, but that before we get back to the video games, how you guys feel about the Eminem freestyle?
Yeah.
I hope people understand. I hope they just take that and wake up, man. Like, seriously, I feel like
Crazy times, my dude.
yeah. Well, here's the thing though about fan bases, period, though, because people. Here's the thing. I understand people voting for Trump when he was still in the election with Hillary, because their excuse there was like, oh, we didn't know he was going to be crazy, right? But I'm talking about the people now. Like, he's already president. How can you still back him now? Forget about during the race with Hillary. I'm talking about right now. Like, okay, now it's official. He's trying to start World War III. All right, this guy's a crazy lunatic. He's racist, right? How can you back him now after all that? All right, but there are fan bases out there that will back people even after the craziest things have happened. Like, so I don't know.
You gotta understand, we live in an age where like once you start doing something good, people forget. Yo, OJ got acquitted. People forget.
Yeah,
People forgot. Like R. Kelly, people forget.
they don't know, or not only they don't
And there's a
forget,
whole
they don't
Boondocks
care.
episode on that.
No, they don't care.
It doesn't even
R.
take
Kelly
much.
like desecrated on a girl. People be like, I still think he's nice.
Yeah. No, so
They'd be
here's
like,
the thing.
but-
Here's my theory on Trump. You're familiar with wrestling, right?
Yeah.
You're familiar with the terminology?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Trump's a heel.
Yeah, of course.
Trump's definitely a heel. Of
course.
He's gonna piss us off the first year, maybe even like part of the second. We get into like war or something, this nigga's gonna turn into The Rock, Sam. He's gonna be the people's champ. And I can guarantee
No,
it.
yeah.
Mark my words. When we get an intern, tell him to come back to this episode. Trump's a heel, man. He's gonna piss everybody off, and then something's gonna happen where he's gonna say and do the right thing, and then people are gonna forgive all that bullshit from before.
You guys think he tweets?
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
I think it's head.
that
You think
needs
that's-
to be put off? Yes.
Yeah, that's him. That's not
That's
a person.
definitely Trump.
Nah, yeah, I think he's too arrogant to have actually some tweeting for him.
Also, you
Unless-
definitely think that's
The,
him.
the only thing he probably is like, yo, has like an assistant type this for me, right?
Yeah,
Now.
probably that. Probably that.
I was think you think he does it, all right?
Yeah, I think so. Like it's even though it's like whatever he's saying,
He should've. He
It
should've really
sounds like it's
be
coming
tweeting like that.
organically, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
even
weird
if it's
to
not
say.
him like actually typing, it's like it's
Yeah.
his thoughts.
No. That's what I'm saying. I agree that it's his thoughts. I don't think he's typing. I think he has like a social media manager.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Probably.
that's definitely his thought. Like, no.
That's him.
Don't
Like,
let me go back to the Cough F moment.
Oh, Kavifi.
That was definitely an intern messing up. He got fired.
I think that was him late night. Like, let me give this a shot.
Is that talk to me? Is that what you guys think?
No,
because people don't know. People think
I
that might
really
be him.
think he was up late at night, a little tired or whatever. And he's like, yo, man, I got some shit on my mind.
Shit on my mental.
Because that's how you know it's like somebody that's really out of touch with social media. Like even when Jay was tweeting all these people when he was about to release his album, he's like, yo, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Yo, I think that was tweet. I think that was Trump. Like maybe like real early or late at night. It's like, yeah, I'm about to ether these motherfuckers. And he's like, whoops. He went to sleep, woke up, and like, oh, all right, let me delete this.
That got deleted mad quick.
He probably got in an argument with his like assistant. He's like, I can show you how to tweet. Save your $10,000 a month.
Pass me the iPhone before I grab you in the pussy.
He's like,
Put my phone by your pussy socket.
Zach, you're
Like
Because if I don't have one, sir, I'm like a man.
But
No, but M has always been the greatest. Like here's the criteria of the greatest of all time in any industry, right? Any industry ever. You don't. Well, here's the first thing. You don't get to call yourself the greatest. Like we're talking about goats right now, right? You can't be like I'm the goat. Someone has to be like you're the goat, right?
in hip hop, that's different.
Well, I guess you have to. Is it?
Jay was like best rapper alive for the longest.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Best rapper alive?
Wayne started doing that. Yeah. Facts. They were calling themselves that. And then you call yourself that enough, people believe it. Right. M is one of those people that didn't have to.
Yeah.
I was gonna get there, but you know the hip hop. You know the hip hop game better than I do.
It's all competitive. It's like it's literally like it's like basketball.
No, but
like if you're not going in there telling people and everybody else that like, yo, I'm the best. Like it just
they're just not gonna.
Yes, they're not gonna respect it.
Swagger, attitude, like
no matter how good you are. Look at Lupe Fiasco, amazing artist. He's just not out here like I'm one of the best. Like he's humble. Some people just kind of like overlook it.
That's messed up.
It shouldn't be.
I mean, it's different. What his goals
so if you guys are just coming, slap a rap god. If you guys are just coming in now, we're talking about the greatest of all times of any, I guess, industry, and what it takes to be the greatest of all times, or what how do you get the title?
Hold on.
So
before we get into that, because I really want to use the bathroom, but I want to leave you guys with this. So I'll give you guys my hot take on the verse, and then I'll tell you why. So the message was great.
The message was great.
The bars themselves were but it was the most impactful one from that night because it's literally the Biggie and Pac paradigm, where Biggie is the better lyricist, Pac is the better activist, and you always will win people when you have a message relative to the time.
I agree.
M could have came way harder on that Cypher, but
it wasn't about spinning bars.
It wasn't about. It was about getting his message across and making that impact rather than spinning. Because they were like, there was another person named My Son that killed his Cypher verse, but people were talking about it less because M's message was better. Well, even his message and like the dude My Son's message was really good. It was like, yo, you know what, like. Black unity, let's show you how to like rebuild the community, all that kind of stuff. But because M came out as like a white guy saying fuck Donald Trump, that kind of stuff, it held more weight.
It's more powerful.
Yeah, it was more powerful.
Right. We have a question right now for Flap Slap on the chain. I want you to take this one before you go. Was M not saying he was a god and rap god?
Yeah, but I mean that comes along with the the territory.
No, I think he's agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying about the industry, like you don't get to call yourself.
But M for the most part didn't really do that. M, with the most part of his career,
M was gone for a while.
Like you look at like,
so I feel like that helped. I feel like that
Rap God helped him reestablish like, hey, like I'm still here.
Don't sleep on me. That's because I've been.
But the majority of his career was a lot of him being real personal, and then like he had a couple beefs and stuff like that. But for the most part, he wasn't like everybody else, where they're like constantly reminding you like, yo, I'm the best rapper alive. Right. Like Jay-Z's whole thing, like late '90s, early 2000s, was best rapper alive. Then Black Album came, took a break.
Black was amazing.
Lil Wayne started saying best rapper alive. Jay-Z came back, best rapper alive. You know what I mean? Like that's just how it is. Like hip hop.
This is the nature of the beast. You're saying here. That's hip hop.
That's just hip hop. It's a competitive sport. It's literally like it's like blood sport.
No, but here's the thing about because you mentioned basketball. All right,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
He is not the great stop Bolo Young. Already, man.
I used to call my guy that at GameStop when I was beating people. I was like, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
For all those who don't know, Jean-Claude Van Damme was actually Guile in the original Street Fighter film. If you haven't seen that, you're welcome. Don't see it.
Yeah.
So,
but if you just want to see Jean-Claude Van Damme,
but if you want to see Jean-Claude Van Damme
as Guile, please do.
What
you gonna say?
El Baño?
No, I'm about to hit the bathroom.
El Baño.
Was it some of y'all needed me?
I was just gonna say.
Probably need to sample that Kumite beat from Bloodsport now. The chant.
Before you go.
Oh, and did you hear Merlo's episode?
Huh?
Did you hear the end of Merlo's episode? Because I really did put the X-Files at the end of that.
You did not.
I really did.
No.
I need to see that. Because just in case you guys missed it for last week, we had Merlo on stream. Merlo Filio Saint. Please follow. Shout outs to Merlo.
Yeah, Merlo put up a new article actually about Neo Yokio.
Hold on. Pass me my phone. Shout out
Merlo. I'm about to get up anyway.
Good looks. I still need the sheesh.
For the people that don't know at home, futureperfect.blog. You scroll down and it'll be the latest article, Neo Yokio. And Merlo feels like it failed.
Is he writing? He's writing a blog for Future Perfect? That's dope.
Yeah, we got a couple people.
Good
Yeah,
stuff, Merlo.
Yeah, he's reviewing like movies and like series and stuff like that.
Sick.
So he did an It review and then he did this one. I thought it was really good.
I haven't seen that crap yet. I gotta see that damn It.
Yeah, I didn't see it yet.
Oh, yeah. He didn't
I feel
see
like
it.
that, did you?
Well, I saw them.
Yo, time this nigga out.
I'm about to see the Chinese bootleg online or something, bro.
Put them in the box.
Space Jam.
I don't-
Space Jam.
I'm about to go see the Chino,
like that?
the Chinese bootleg online or something.
What? I wonder what they
Hey,
call
bootlegs
it in Chinese. What
nowadays
is it
are
in
pretty-
Chinese?
they're pretty strong.
Anybody in the chat Chinese? Tell me what It is. Just It.
Yo,
You want the literal translation?
I don't want to say anything that's gonna get me in trouble with it, cause I love my Chinos and my Chinese
What's good, guys?
community. So
But
We're not promoting bootleg films. Let's not. even,
that's not what we're here for.
That's
We're
not
not
what we're
gonna
here.
hear
We're
it.
saying, please support.
Please support the official release.
Please support the cinema and all the hardworking people in the movie industry.
But kind of going back to what I wanted to talk about, 2017 and the business model of gaming in general. If you aren't coming out with DLC content, that's what it is now. That's how.
Wait, we need to hit the.
I know, yo, I know. We briefly touched upon this last
Yeah,
episode.
go ahead.
I know. Games are getting, more complex and quote unquote harder to develop. It takes more resources. They're more advanced.
Yeah.
They're trying to make their money out here, bro.
You
like,
have to.
Like they're
Because they know it works. That tactic works.
microtransactions out the ass. Like
Yeah,
there are certain games where like
microtransactions.
What is it? Dungeons and Dragons? No, not Dungeons.
you can pay to win.
Puzzles and Dragons.
On these days, you can pay to win a lot of these games just because.
Because they know you'll pay for it.
I won't.
No.
I grind. I grind my games. I don't give a fuck.
At some point, grinding loses out to money.
I'm probably one of the few out of anyone on this table. I did not pay for Candy Crush fucking tokens or diamonds or gems, whatever. I forgot I did not pay. The any of you did.
You heard that here first.
Admit it. The
Round
any of you
one,
T.
did not
the
spend
any of you
one
actually
penny.
spend money on Candy Crush.
On
Admit
Candy
it.
Crush.
Oh, I never even played.
Not Candy Crush.
Same.
Hearthstone.
No, I ducked it too. I saw it. I was
You
like,
duck Candy Crush?
I was like, oh, that looks like 3 other puzzle games I played
But
before.
trust me when I say gotcha games and all these games, the pay to win business model works. It's proven
But who's
to work. That's
paying
why
it? 'Cause
everyone.
There's a
man.
lot of people that are paying.
There are a lot of people.
Just because we're smart doesn't mean kids aren't.
just because we're
not the demographic.
We don't pay like
are
for
not
every
the
one person that
demographic.
doesn't pay. There's like 10 people that
Understand, guys? At
Yo,
our age,
let's
we are no
believe
longer
there's people
the people. Listen,
pay.
you got to go for the kids, man. That's what it is.
Well, the
And
thing
then-
is too is like, so there's even people in our age bracket that are like too busy. They feel like they're too busy, and they're like, I don't
not-
have time to keep chipping
grinding.
away at this.
And a lot of people who are, they work 9 to 5s, they work 9 to 7s. They're like business people. They only have time for 2 things: being on their phone and not grinding. So how can we capture these people? Right? Got to put it on your phone. Got to come up with a mobile game. Like, first of all, shout out to anybody who plays Hearthstone. I play Hearthstone. And I play right now. I play this game called Idle Pouring, which is a game that literally plays itself. You literally have to just check back up on your character.
Hold up.
The game literally plays itself. So in Hearthstone, for you to get the good cards and shit, you got to spend money. Or you got to spend money, and because otherwise you're playing with a basic deck fighting against. It's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? And I'm playing with the starter deck, but I'm playing with this kid who bought like every piece of every card holographic. Come on now. How am I supposed to beat him without dropping guap? And they know Haney wants to win, right? So he's going to drop guap. And this business model has been working out for years, and they know it's going to work, man. They know it's
Milk it.
Yeah, I mean,
milk
it's
it.
like the basic principle, like even trading card games. It's like, okay, you keep putting them in packs. They keep buying in hopes of getting the right cards.
That's it.
Yep.
The other,
And here's the thing, on our end, it doesn't
Yep,
even
RNG.
guarantee you a win.
RNG.
It doesn't guarantee you a win.
RNG will guarantee you money.
$200.
That's-
still
what's
lose.
that?
Random number generator.
Is that like the
This is what they use. So
the probability of getting something?
Yeah.
Yep. RNG's probably has been making
Yeah.
money for games for the past few years. You just don't even have to guarantee anything. Like, so those are some people I remember reading like articles. People got like, there's like people that sued companies because like I spent this much money and you're telling me I was not able to get this.
I
this
told possibility.
like one of the games I used to play, but like honestly, it's really it's like repetitive and just like a cash grab.
Which one?
It was like the Final Fantasy Gacha game.
There you go. Shout out to Brave Exodus.
Yeah, Brave Exvius. It's honestly, no, there's good content in the game. Like the story and stuff is really good, but it's just the way they bring out their business model and content is literally the whole point. Is 1 week there'll be a character that's like really hard to get, and you have to use resources to get this character, and you'll like pour everything. You could save up resources, but that takes a long time. And then you could instantly pour all those resources in like 5 minutes and not get that character. And that's if you
absolutely.
don't spend money, and you'll be pulling resources
These
for like
games
months.
have a name. They're called gotcha games. Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of games like this now. And you know, even with console, let's go to console games for a minute, right? Even with console games,
Forza.
for you, I'm gonna go to the Telltale series because I really like Telltale series. I've been playing Telltale Batman, right? Telltale Batman's godlike. But for me to get to the next episode, they want me to drop $5.99 on the next episode of Telltale Batman. Of course I bought it, but here's the thing. That wouldn't work back in the 90s, right? Because in the 90s, if you paid for something, you got
Even
the
early
whole thing.
2000s, forget
But
that.
They knew that this business model works. They know they can get more money this way. So it's like I can't, on a business aspect, you can't hate on them because that's what I would do if I had a game. If I was making a game, that's exactly what I would do because it's proven to work. So on a business aspect, I can't hate on them. But for a player, it's like, man, they're really fucking me over here. That's why I'm looking. That's why I'm like throwing back to Pokemon Silver and Gold. I'm like, damn, they didn't do me like this. They didn't hit me this dirty.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I mean, it works really well because, like, nowadays, like, we're not the target audience. Like, their target
really
audience is either little kids or, like, business people that only have time to either beg their
we're
secretary and answer phone calls.
It's crazy, man, because like this generation, like below us or the newer, whatever how we want to look at it, they're getting used to this. So like when they grow up, like
This is the norm to
Yeah,
them.
this is the norm from them. That's also what you got to realize.
Yeah.
And then
no. So I have a nephew, right? And right now we went to the store to get him a game. They came out with Skylanders 5, right?
Oh, yeah, Skylanders is
And I'm sitting there, I'm like, who the fuck would buy this bullshit? And I was literally thinking, like, you like this shit? He's like, yeah. I was like, why do they keep coming out with this stuff? I'm not the demographic. I keep forgetting I'm not the demographic. He is. He's the target because he knows I'm gonna buy it for him. It's like a fact. Like they know you don't have to attack the mom, you have to attack the kid. You go at the kid, he's gonna get me to buy that, and now I have to buy all his little action figures that
you need for the game.
for the game,
it on it.
and I'm gonna buy it for him. So now this company made so much money because I mean, and that's how they
parent.
that's how they keep coming out. It's
Yep.
like, what is it? It's the same kind of thing with like the kids movies. Kids movies always make so much money. Like that's why the Lego series. Actually, I like the Lego series too. But like Lego Batman, Lego all that, they make so much money.
Oh yeah.
Shit, the Lego games are fire.
They're,
Yeah, even
I'm
the
saying
game, right.
they're set.
I mean, a
They're
lot.
good. They're set, but like, yeah, it's like everybody said earlier. Like Zanzo was talking about, like the gacha games are super popular, and then the wave kind of started in Japan
Yeah.
to the West Coast, to the West
Yeah,
Coast.
it got here.
Japan started it.
Yeah, it's a really it's ridiculous over there. Like it's crazy.
That's like what they do.
That's
'Cause
that's where the people who complain or like try to sue the companies. They're over there.
Shit, they started that with the arcade
Can I go to
cabinets.
level 2? 25 cents, motherfucker.
They started
It's
arcade
like-
cabinets because then you know how they increasingly get difficult as you play further.
Yeah.
You start getting slapped at like level 7 and the boss is right there. You're like, nah, put my dollar back in. You keep getting rocked.
They realize that they're like, wait, if this guy can drop $20 on a machine, let's make it let's have him drop it on a portable machine.
Yo,
Like,
bringing it back to arcades.
Sure.
That was kind of the earliest model of what we see now.
that being said, I miss arcade culture though, because that has nothing to has nothing to do with the games.
Yeah.
It's the people. It's just going to a bar. Like people go to a bar, people go to the club nowadays, right? They're not going for the drinks. I can get drinks anywhere. They're going for the vibe.
Experience.
The vibe.
scene.
The vibe. Literally, I go into an arcade. It's the first time I feel at home, bro. I go into an arcade. I already know, like, I'm surrounded by the sharks and I'm surrounded by the everybody, all kinds of people. But I just love the vibe. You see a cute girl over there playing a game. You want to go say something to her. You can get a drink. That's why I like the barcade idea is such a good idea.
A4Cade.
Huh?
A4K.
Things like the Roxy's, anything like that. You go there, and I love that vibe, and that's why I'm really sad when I find out that console gaming or online play is beating out arcade culture. Like you go into an arcade and it's desolate.
I mean,
They're bringing it back.
has
They're trying to
arcade
bring it
culture
back
that
right
gets
now.
me
been
sad. Arcade
existent for the past has it even been alive?
I say East Coast arcade has it rough. West Coast arcades are
Popping.
Yeah,
Everything's better in the West.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's be real.
Shout outs to the West Coast. Shout outs to
I
Wednesday
didn't know
Night
that.
Fights. Shout outs to Super Arcade. I mean, Super Arcade when it was there. But shout outs to everything in the West Coast. It was
Nah,
just
we
so much-
shout them out when they shout us out. Shoot.
I'll edit those out. No, just wait. Say no, just wait.
Sorry.
I got to make a trip to the
Nah, I
West
love
Coast,
them.
man.
No, man, so all right, I went to Japan last year in like November. So yeah, literally like last year. But when I went there, no one had an ego with it either. Everyone just went to the arcade. You could just sit there, like smoke, sit there, do whatever, eat. And it was just the vibe of literally, and no one had a problem with one and dones. They'd hop in the arcade, play, win, cool, stay, lose, get up. It was, but it was so easy. It was like, all right, cool, you got that. Now I get to finish my food. It's not tight here like that. Like, oh, you gotta get up. People are pulling each other's cords out the system and throwing their stick. It's not so
Damn,
rough.
that's
But that is something we don't have in the East. We need to have that. I feel like it's maybe like because shout out to Balance Patch. Now that we got Balance Patch, that's kind of cool. But
yeah.
I just wish
Balance Patch has been making waves. Like the impact they've had.
We have a lot of
such a
people.
short amount of time is incredible.
It's just it's literally the one central. Well, no, I'm not gonna say so. Yeah, it's in Boston. One, it's in Boston.
GU is as you know. Shout out to GU.
Game
But
Underground.
GU is far, bro.
Yeah, it's far for some people who don't have cars or can't commute.
Boston, you have
So
no
take the
excuse
train.
to not go to Balance Patch because it's here. You know what I mean?
Just take the train.
And I feel like I wish Balance Patch came out back in Brawl days. You know what I mean? Or back when Super Smash. If Balance Patch came out super early, I feel like maybe
It would have. If
things
it
would have
came
been
back in
different.
the
Like
day,
I would have definitely known a lot more people because all we had back in our day, we didn't have a Balance Patch. We had a lone GameStop, and it was downtown.
Yeah, we had
Right?
GameStop.
You literally had a
GameStop was the golden days.
Yeah, we got 20 minutes. Let me see if I can get into the GameStop days real quick. I'll
Nah,
summarize
well,
Look, we got time, though, right?
Yeah,
we
do.
got time.
Yeah. Well, what other topics we need to hit on?
it. Yeah, actually, yeah, because
Really
you're the
quick.
showrunner, so yeah.
Well, I don't know about it.
Pickle Rick.
Yeah, not caught up.
No, because they're not caught, so we can't even talk about
I've been
sorry.
saving up on
I
episodes.
just
I've been
have to
saving
say
up on episodes.
No, the great thing about GameStop, because we can get on this, because
I like this topic.
I love this.
This is part of it. It's just our history.
Wait.
First of all, this is how we met.
This is actually
We'll start there. It's how we all met. Actually,
almost
no.
everybody in this room. This is what's magical about that GameStop. This is what's magical about arcade culture. Again, going back to that, I can't really. All right.
Yeah, shout outs to the
It's that
downtown
emotional.
GameStop.
It's like
Shout
I
outs
guess
to
you
the
know when hip
downtown
hop heads
GameStop.
talk about where they're like underground. That was really the underground for Smash Brothers Brawl players.
for Smash and
Yeah, little
Boston.
Street Fighter, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
That was around time Super came
Street
out.
Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Super came out. Oh man.
And so a lot of people, a lot of people get
Tekken.
into
Was it
Yeah,
Tekken
Tekken
5?
all that. Oh, also TVC for the people that like the
Oh, yeah, TVC.
TVC was there too.
It pretty much was an arcade. Low-key.
Downtown they came up with the idea to have like a Super Smash Bros. Brawl setup and tournament. They had multiple Brawl setups there, right? And when I tell you it's in the heart of downtown Boston, I mean between the hours of
they had,
operation,
like, two
pretty much
sets.
everybody was heading over there. I remember I was 16. I was 16 years old and 17, and I had no job, but I had a girlfriend, but I had no job. And this was my main method of getting around. I one time told, shout out to Fee if she's in the stream, make dinner, girl. So,
You would say that? Just saying. She somehow heard that. I'm just letting you know. Oh, she doesn't even have to be in the stream. She
no,
heard that
I remember
somehow.
lying to her one time. She knows the story. I remember telling her, yo, because she was
I
trying to go
think
see
I
a movie.
heard this story. Oh, I know that.
She was trying to go see a movie, and I was like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry, we got money. And back then, there was a theater there, but the theater was like $9.25 for a ticket per person. I had no money, man.
No, but this is back in the day.
I had to hop the gate.
Now they're like 13.
I had to hop the MBTA gate and all that kind of stuff. Tell people I had a monthly when their monthlies didn't even exist and crap. So like, I went to the GameStop and I was just trying to be like $20 money match with anybody, and you pick my character, you do whatever. I just need to make this money. You know what I mean? I need to win.
Damn, I remember that. You're just like.
She met me downtown. We were like 15 minutes late for the film. I barely made $20 to go see this film, but like.
I remember who accepted a money match. I think it was like Jose or somebody.
wasn't
Somebody
me.
accepted.
Yeah.
I was doing my own scheme over there.
When I went
I
down,
can only imagine.
no, but it was magic because like everybody was cool and they all had everybody had personality. Like I think the one time I went there, I was still training with like I guess my brother and like my girlfriend's little brother, who's like pretty much my brother. But
Right.
I went there one day, and I see two people, and then there's a crowd around these two people playing in particular. Right, one dude's named Anthony D. Allen. Shout outs to Ant. I think he goes up. He used his tag was 1UP back in the day. His name was 1UP. And he was playing actually Zanza right now, who went with the tag Grave actually.
Damn.
And at the time, it was pretty heist because there was a lot of people watching.
Under lock. People trace back my roots. But like, can't have that.
Yeah.
All the defeated dead bodies from back in the day.
Can't have people dig up my path quick.
And when I tell you, that's when rival, because I feel like nowadays people are really soft and everyone's really nice. Back then was a rivalry. It was a battlefield. It was like there was rivalries, man. You were either on one side, you either were like pro Meta Knight or you were against Meta Knight. It was like the people trying to fight God and people who accepted God.
It was literally like the Smack DVD of like video games.
It was Death Valley, man. Everyone hated each other. It was crazy, but it
It
was
was like Fight Club for video games.
but it was crazy, but it was fun. Like I miss that feeling. Like that it gave us so magical.
I used to go there daily and money match people, like $2 money matches, like seriously, just like so that way one I can get my weekly bus pass.
There you go.
And then from there I used to money match every day. Like yo, I'll pick Falcon, you pick whoever you want.
Yeah.
$2 money match.
Yeah.
I would have money like, and I would just have enough food to get through the rest, like money to get food for the rest of the day and shit. I literally lived off GameStop. I was interning for the Red Sox and they weren't paying me shit.
Nice.
So like I literally was like, yo, this is my hustle. I was like, I got the game at the crib. I was like, yo, you pick. I'll pick Captain Falcon. I don't care who you pick.
That's why you're
I'm
so-
destroying you.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember that.
game. I get it.
Yeah, that's years.
So it was
of-
like a lifestyle. It was more than a game. It was a lifestyle. Trust me. It was all of us were doing.
it was a culture.
It was nothing.
There's a culture in that game style.
I didn't even mean Captain Falcon either. Just people kept challenging me to Falcon dittos, and I was destroying.
Yeah, I
them.
don't know how. Oh man.
I don't know why people would do that.
No, it was cool because this was kind of pre-internet.
Yo, Captain Falcon became an urban legend in that GameStop.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Rico actually shout
where
out
it
to Tax
started.
because Tax's tag was like known too. Like I ended up showing up one time. People were telling me. So it was like I was turning over dead bodies. Who did this to you? Who did this to you? His name was. I was like, speak up. They're like, this is way more dramatic than need be. But that's when I first learned about Tax, and he was kind of cool because like he was the first one that didn't kiss ass. You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, oh, Hanny, it's good to see you. All this other stuff. He walked up to me, was like, you, what you're about. I'm gonna murder you, take your bitch.
Nah, he just
And that was like, it was weird because like, he was
Seriously? It wasn't exactly like that.
that was too much, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
like,
definitely made it seem like
Nah,
it made it seem like Tupac hit him up. It definitely wasn't like that. No, but it was one of those things where I was like for me, because like he came to the store, I was like, oh, cool, whatever. I was like, I'm making my money here.
Yeah.
He stopped money.
And it's fun. It was what? Yeah. Look
Wait,
at me.
so
Yo, they're about to have me fill W-2s. And they,
Make this guy take the tax.
real shit. How much money do you think you made a year there?
At just that GameStop?
Yeah,
that summer alone, I made probably like 600.
About somewhere around there.
I
Yeah.
literally would
Yeah.
go there like
No, he
I'd go
literally
there
like, yo, I did
600,
not. He'll either say I
back
made
then,
enough to
and
get a
600
bus pass, or he says I didn't get enough. I'm kind of tight. I remember. I was like, yeah, you gave me. He's like,
Yeah, I mean-
he legit come up and he's like, yo, I made
We're
enough for
talking
my bus
600
pass.
one, like
I was
2005?
no, it was
600
like
back then?
2010.
Nah.
2010.
Was it?
10.
No, because Brawl came out
that was your
07.
senior year.
Brawl
That was your
came
senior
out.
year.
Brawl
Yeah,
came out in
yeah.
8 though.
No, I think it was my junior.
No, it was 8.
I think it was my late junior into senior.
No,
It was my late-
I
like
remember.
8.
'Cause I had just moved back. I just moved back and finished Europe, and I finished Europe in 2010. I remember Brawl didn't just come out; they just put the games out.
Yeah.
And Brawl was there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I
it was like
remember
9 then.
because you, Gio, and Anthony
Yeah.
were graduating that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like that was damn.
It's 2010.
2010.
Yeah, but I remember because like I remember like my whole thing was like I borrowed like money from my mom to like get the bus pass.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I have to make this money back. And then for like the rest of the summer, I literally would go there. I'm like, yo, $2 money matches. Who wants it? Be there from like 12 to 8. Who wants it?
Yeah. I'm gonna have Zanza tell his part though. Like,
Wait.
No,
So
it was
that before he starts,
Yeah.
you probably mentioned this already. So I'm trying to visualize. So there was or is a GameStop in downtown.
there currently
still
still
is.
is.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
just
the
don't do the
same.
games anymore.
And there was
Yeah.
there's a that GameStop in downtown had had like a tournament style setup to play Smash Brawl.
Yes.
Yeah, like mad different games.
Yes.
There was like Brawl. There was Tatsunoko versus Capcom. When Super Street Fighter 4 came out, they had it there.
And so it was like open, like people could.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like-
it just two
It was
controllers
literally
at each
casuals.
people.
Like I would even play with just people coming in. Like they just
Yeah.
wanted to play for a bit. It didn't have to be serious, but we knew the people who were serious.
Yeah,
Like,
we knew who.
like we had our inner culture, like
Yeah.
everyone's been saying.
Yeah.
And what's good is it was pre-internet era, so you couldn't look anyone up. Like we literally knew of each other through word of. I literally met him through word of mouth, and him. Like it's you just knew of each other via their mains and what they did. Like, and it was just that's kept the mystery. I guess that kept the charm of the game because I guess now you can like watch any YouTube video about people, but like back then everything was literally what you hear,
what you see,
and that's what kept the beauty. So pre-internet will always have that beauty, that magic to it.
Yeah, because like literally like I went there, I was like learning new characters. So I used to main Lucario when I went there, and then I switched to like Toon Link.
Yeah.
And as I started learning Toon Link, that's when he started popping up, and I was like mopping people with Toon Link, and then we ended up playing. All right, I got to deal with this goddamn nanners.
Oh yeah, I played Diddy Kong. I didn't mention that.
Potassium indeficiency.
But yeah, like that. That was an amazing time, man.
It was just it had nothing to do about wins and losses. It was just the time of it all was just perfect. Like I guess, and it's just something you can't get back. You know what I mean? So that's why I like the fact that this memory stays in with all of us and we get shared with all of us. You know what I mean? Like and we ended up doing small crew battles at people's house. So shout out to Tony Chan's house. We did crew battles there too. Like at the time,
I remember that was 2 times. I remember it happened. Like twice.
Damn, yo.
But wait,
so right now,
wait. But let's be clear. In that game, wins and losses did matter. People were willing. If people were willing to tat their wins on their arms, if they just, it was for the people that were about it.
Like so wins and losses did matter. Then I don't want to say that's
like if wins were like teardrop tattoos, I'd be sweating constantly. Like it was a big deal.
It was, and.
Yeah,
it really was.
That's how people.
But that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty. Like we'd get like mad heated in a game of Brawl, and they'd be like, "Yo, you trying to go to McDonald's?"
Yeah.
It was a weird kind of clansmanship. I really can't explain.
We'll talk about the match after or whatever. Just talk about whatever.
During the match, you wanted that one dead. Like it was literally samurai on samurai. You wanted to slay the other person, right? And after you gain that W or you gain that L, after that, it was like. Because you just fought a brother in arms is who you felt like you fought. You know what I mean? That's what made it so good. Like so, yeah. That's what made that GameStop. Like,
let's be real though. It was still in the hood, so there's always grudge matches or people who had like
there's rivalries.
Yo, shout out
to Bagums if you're still out there. Shout out to Bagums.
Yeah,
shout
my
out to
nigga
War.
Bagums.
Shout out to Nick.
War was a bit.
I'm gonna give a shout out to all the warriors that were out during my time there. Okay. First of all, shout outs to Angel.
No,
Garcia.
the biggest instigator, Tarm.
Oh, Tarm,
he was the number one.
Actually, Tarm should be in the chat. Okay, shout out to Tarm.
That man, he's pretty much a married man, but shout out to Tarm.
Yeah, I know he still plays. We're all old now. Like we're all like, but like Tarm was there. Shout out to what's his name? Karma.
Oh yeah.
Karma was one of those people who played all the games. Like he was like us. He played all the fighting games. He played Clash of Ninja 4. Naruto. So he was around. Shout outs to Gerald. Gerald was playing. Shout outs to Hussein. Shout outs to Tax. Shout outs to everybody. Just actually my original really OG training partner. Shout outs to Kyo. Kyo was like my first person that I ever played Smash with. So like I was like from Boston. So shout outs to him. Shout outs to Tony Chan.
Yeah,
OG. Dude, I'm going back. I'm going back.
Yeah,
like.
Nah,
shout out to Kevin Chan.
Because it's legit. Well, what it started is the thing about the GameStop is crazy. Is like people. There's like it started with like a few people, but then there's people that'll just come in for like something else. Derek,
we literally had now that I'm mentioning, there's just so many people that was like
so people that come for something else, right? They come from another game or just coming to just check out GameStop because they're bored after school or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, what's this going on? Oh, you guys play Smash? Like, yeah, we come here all the time just to play Smash." They're like, "Word, this is just around," and then those people who were like really about it, they end up coming back and they pretty much become part of the core
family.
group.
Yo, remember that dude that used to play Olimar?
Scud?
Oh my god, Scud
Barbarian.
Scud.
This guy comes out of nowhere.
There's this kid.
He's the nicest guy you ever meet, but his Olimar is dirty.
Matt Polite.
He'll body you like, I'm sorry.
He's like, hey man, it's a great game.
He's like, I'm sorry, but I still need that train fare. Like
he was just like, great game, we should play again. And he's doing totally Destiny. He's like, he'll make Olimar look mad busted. And I'm like, I already hated that character in Brawl, but that man, at least I respected him.
Yeah, I used to go there, like, my girl would meet me there, and I'm like, yo, I just need this money match so we can go do whatever we're about to do.
Yeah, Like oh
You
my
ain't
god.
the only person that needed to make some money for a date, Nick.
I think to this day, whenever I walk down the street with that GameStop, I still like look my head over at least to go because I used to be able to, when I was walking down the street, I used to be able to peer my head over just to see who's inside, just to peer my head.
Just
to
to peep. It's like,
just
is
to
it
peep.
gonna
I
be a
wouldn't
good
walk
day?
in. I would just outside peep my head. There's the TVC. There was Capcom there, and then there was the Brawl to see who's on the Brawl. Just to do that. Now to this day, I still have that habit where I like look over a bit. But
just to see if they ever brought it back.
Yeah,
But all good things must come to an end.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, taking everything out because
you know why they ended it?
yeah, it was because
Manager changed.
Yeah, manager change.
was it that?
No,
that's
it
the
was
reason?
not.
I
It
had
was,
no
it was
idea.
not only that. There was a lot of complaints because there's apparently like there is can't have nice things. There's like kids that are skipping school to go, literally skipping school to go to GameStop and lose money.
We were
And
a
then-
force.
Yeah, no, it was bad. Yeah, it was a bad influence. But there's people that didn't know how to some people who weren't immature.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I wouldn't
for real.
skip school to go. I always go after school. Like, it didn't matter. Like, I was just, there was kids that did skip school, and then when they find out, like, parents and people find out where they're going, they got a lot of complaints from like other people about it, parents of the kids, and then they're like they took it out because
Oh yeah, there were like younger kids.
Because they
yeah,
looked
they
up
were
to us.
like,
They're
oh, they were
"You wanna be part of the squad?
like,
Come
I'll
on, let's
jet
buy this
there.
game."
I remember like we were playing like one time, like we were there like 5 or 6 like playing, and there was these like 9th graders or something. The next day at like 1 p.m. they're in there playing. I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, no, he'll hit me up. He's just like, no, tell me why these kids are here.
I thought I was like, cool, I get to warm up a little bit. I saw the kids there. I'm like, get off my station. Like, y'all have places to be.
Oh man, it
Go to
was
Mama's house.
It was
I thought I got there early.
It was abused a little bit. The whole setup, because it started off as like, just to play the game, and then we got cool with the people that worked there, like a lot of people.
No, we
like
abused
Alex,
on
shout out
just
to
name
Alex, shout out
basis.
to Law.
Yeah,
I remember Law. I was literally about to mention Law.
Yeah,
You
Law's
remember
the
Law?
dude.
No,
You remember Law?
So the
was
thing
there.
is too is like a lot of us was like that was our go-to GameStop because of that. So like we had the closer GameStops. We're like, yo, fuck it, we going here anyway. Let's just pre-order some shit and all that stuff. So like it's not like we were just like freeloading. Like no, we were putting money into the GameStop too.
Yeah.
We provided for that store. You know what I mean? And after Brawl became on its dying days, you know what I mean? Where like other games were coming out, Blaze Blue was hot, so they were changing the games out. So Brawl wasn't there anymore. We actually fought for them to put Brawl back up there. I remember that. I remember they took it down.
Yeah,
because,
but
like
you guys took it
Teenage
down.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, niggas was like, what the fuck is this?
So people were like, "Why'd you put the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles up there?" They're like, "Oh, it's just like Smash."
Because
I mean, Teenage Mutant Turtles was a fighting game.
no, they made the
like a
Smash
4-player
version of Teenage Mutant.
The same. So like
The
they did have,
idea
like,
was not
a
bad,
couple
but it's
people
just
from
it's
Smash.
Execution was poor.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, execution is pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to replicate. It's hard. I mean, then there was like PlayStation All Stars. Like you can't really replicate
Yeah.
Smash and
Oh yeah.
be. It was fun. No, it was fun.
Didn't
They did have
PlayStation
that.
All Stars have
Some characters are pretty.
what's that game?
The 2v2s were it's.
Oh no, they had I think
Infamous?
God of War in it, right?
Okay, they had
Kratos.
Who was
Oh
actually
my
in
God.
Force?
Who was that?
It was a
Oh,
Force.
Nathan Drake.
one of my favorite series.
You mean Barrel?
It's like a creepy game.
Oh.
the guy with the drill and the little girl.
Oh no, yeah, no, Big Daddy.
He had a Big Daddy.
Yo, Big Daddy. I played some Big Daddy. Big Daddy is the bees, bro.
Spike from Ape Escape, man. That nigga was a barbarian.
My God,
Yeah.
Ape Escape. All those characters were good except the Sweet Tooth. I was so mad because I like the Twisted Metal series, but he wasn't that good. Oh well.
Nah, at least you didn't try
They
to
should
play
have put Crash
Noriko.
Bandicoot
At
on
least I
there.
didn't play
she was
Raiden. Everyone played Raiden.
I did at the beginning, but
Yo, everyone played Raiden.
I mean, how could you not? You got
Him and
I had to touch
Sackboy.
him.
I didn't play Raiden actually.
Good.
Sackboy was stupid cheap.
Nah, Saka was dumb.
Sackboy and Ratchet were cheap.
If you're a Sackboy, dual Sackboys
Best-
were cheap.
Dual Sackboy,
Yeah,
Sackboy, Ratchet, best level 1 in the game.
Dude,
Yo,
dual
Ratchet has
Sackboys-
the best level 1 in the game. He can shoot in the corner. You're not escaping his
You're
level.
dead.
he shoots the.
All I hear is
the Rhino. Yeah, I was literally running Ratchet and Spike. That was my squad right there.
I had to turn
Sly
over to
Cooper
the,
was ill though, but I
to
don't
the
know.
Nathan Drake squad like everybody else. He was so cheap.
That was Fang. Honestly, I'm not
He
gonna
was
knock
so
Fang.
sick.
My boy Fang, when we got the game, we
Shout
played
outs to
it.
Fang.
He just picked up. He's like, I'm gonna pick Drake. He was gonna pick Drake, and then he was just like, I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, how can you throw a barrel and that continually moves? And if he hits you with this barrel, this man will confirm into whatever he wants, and he can keep throwing barrels. And I was just like, this is the stupidest. It's mad dumb.
Yeah.
But
To kind of
to reiterate, yeah, they try to swap out Smash.
But we fought for that.
Yeah, we kind of were just like,
Yeah, niggas weren't having that.
Yeah, we weren't having it. Matt was like, oh, when it's management, what happened to Smash? You know, we were cool about it. We weren't like belligerent. There was just a lot of like requests, and then because we were cool to people there, so like we don't have to. We talked to them, and eventually they're like, yo, yeah. And they got Smash back, and like because of us too, they ran tournaments there, and it was crazy. Like they it's like I think that's one of the things that started like tournaments and GameStops. Like it was like
that because it was us and then Street Fighter 4 over at New York.
They did one for Street Fighter. I think they did one for Tekken, and Tekken one was crazy. I remember.
That's crazy.
So let me say this. It
was. I still remember like Grand Finals was like 2 people that like played in like the arcades in like Japan and stuff, and they were really wicked nasty at the game. And everybody got a little upset because they're like, "Yo, we weren't gonna beat these people. Like they've been playing the game for over a year." But like the Grand Finals is like mad. Like no, the dude that won has been playing the game for like a year before everybody else, and you could tell how he was playing. Like he was really good. Like it was crazy. Yeah, and
let me say this.
It was lit.
To kind of end off the whole GameStop thing, there was like the final story. If we could wrap it up into a movie, it would have to be the very end of like a documentary. The very end would be the final GameStop tournament for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. When I tell you that every warrior, if you will, at that point showed up, everyone showed up. It was the best thing because Roy was there, Angel was there, I was there, Tom Vigil was there, Tax was there, Zanza was there, Ant was there, Kill was there, Bagums was there, War was there, Derek James was there. It was to the point where everyone was there. Everyone was there.
Now,
right?
I gotta point out, shout out to Derek though. This man came. He had to go to a wedding.
Yeah. Oh, I wish he came.
And this dude, no, he came.
Real fun.
He was literally trying to rush the bracket. He's like, I have to leave. Like I literally have to leave. Like, can I play my match? And to this day, let me believe you. To this day, this man still believes that he would have taken it if he didn't have to leave. If he didn't have to leave.
Yeah, I was gonna body it.
I was about to say. So, anyways, shout out to King James though. But so the tournament started.
Number was it?
If I wish I could make this fantasy bracket right now. If we could animate this fantasy bracket right now, roll the clips. It was like Karma versus Ant game 1. We had Kyo versus I think it was like War game 1. So we had like these top dogs going at it. And let me tell you the format of this tournament. It was one game. Oh no, it was 2 games.
Yeah.
You can't switch stages. We had a select few stages.
It was like tournament. It was like tournament standard.
It was almost tournament, no items, of course, almost tournament standard. But
Single elimination.
But it was character locked, which is very different in Smash. In Smash, you can even if you win, you can change character, which is kind of whack, but whatever.
No, you can't change if
you couldn't change. It was character locked. I remember that.
No. Yeah, but now you can't change your character if you win.
Right now?
No,
you have
no.
to. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
For a while, they didn't care.
Yeah, but now they're just like, I mean,
All right, I'll hold
if you win the first game, it's like it's all in your favor at that point because you just counterpick or whatever.
I was gonna say.
Who won the tournament?
So I'm gonna get to there. So
wait, who won?
it was supposed to be me.
It was Marto.
The reason because I ended up leaving.
This tournament.
This is the final tournament for Brawl.
Yeah,
so
I
everyone was
remember.
paired up, right? And they were about to play their brackets. I was like one of the last entrants because I was getting there. I was getting there late. But Tony, shout out to Tony if he's in the chat. He was holding the tournament up so I can get there. I got there, was able to sign up, but they didn't put Tony in the bracket, which is kind of messed up. But
Keep going. I'm sorry, just to go quick. We're gonna send me a link.
So I went there, and throughout the whole tournament.
And you know, Chris G rants about Marvel's Capcom Infinite. His rants are OD. So go ahead. No, keep going. I'm just gonna look over this rant.
There was mad players there. Everyone, which is good about Boston, is everyone had a diverse cast. There's Falco players, there's Snake players, there's Diddy players, there was Wario players, there was Mario players, there was Sheik players, there was Zelda players, there was everybody, right?
Yo, shout out to Sheik. I thought we met. Shout out to Sheik.
I was the only. I had to fight the first meta knight of the tournament, the only meta knight in the whole tournament, round 1. I ended up beating him so that no one else had to deal with. It was so funny because people were happy that I took him out only so that they didn't have to deal with Meta Knight. And I thought that was so funny because like Meta Knight is a problem if you for y'all who don't know Brawl. He's kind of to this day he's one of the cheapest characters I've ever played. I've ever played against either in any game I've ever played. He's that good. But I ended up going to when I go up to semifinals, right? Because there's no like losers bracket. It was single elimination, which is pretty scary. Semifinals, I play tax. All right, and the winner of this,
I body that nigga.
it was actually
Four stocked him, B.
This was a good 4 stock and a 3 stock match. Son, explain. He beat me so bad, he had to give me a stock to take it.
Nah, he beat me.
So it was close though. It was like it was semifinals. I had to beat him to fight SC. If I beat SC, I had to fight Mardo. If I beat Mardo, I win.
No, I beat SC, so then.
Oh, okay. So if I beat him, I had to play Mardo. It was semifinals.
That was it.
Semifinals. So
No, it was me, and then I think. Oh yeah, no, Derek had.
No, it was you. It was Derek wasn't there. It was you.
Yeah,
If
it
you
was me
Mardo
and
me.
Mardo, yeah.
Yeah. So if I beat him, I had to play Mardo, one of our other friends, who actually, when the game came out, he was pretty hot. He was like doing extremely well when the game first came out. He played like Ike and all these other characters. He really liked Brawl. I ended up taking it narrowly over tax, and the time got to like 10:40. And it started at like 6. This tournament, because we had like 2 setups. There wasn't that many stations to run the tournament, but it was everyone was there. So we had to watch other people's matches, like, because we couldn't leave. I ended up playing Mardo. I ended up beating Mardo, but because I had to wait for like Mardo to play someone else after I beat him or something, I had to leave because my girl and her friends wanted to go see Avatar, the movie that was out at the time. And the prize was Phantom Hourglass for the
DS.
For the DS, yeah. So I beat Mardo, but I had to leave. And because I had to leave, Mardo had to play someone to be the crown champ of it all, I guess. And somehow he had to play a seer. This is where
it's kind of weird.
That's where the bracket got really weird. But I remember not losing to anyone. But I never, because I had to go, so I never got the prize or anything like that. And the tournament never ended. So Mardo was the victor. He was considered the victor of it. So, which is cool. I mean, like, besides like 5 people there who played really well, besides like the top 5, any one of them could have beat each other out. Like it was literally me, Tax, Mardo, SC, and
Damn.
me, Carba at the time.
Oh no, I was just reading this rant, and I was just like,
to sum it up, there was literally a culture at GameStop and downtown.
no, it was a culture. No, honestly,
It was a culture. It was a family.
Culture in
and that
downtown
really
Boston.
closed the book on Brawl. After that, everyone went their own ways at that point. It literally closed the chapter to a lot of people. Bagham's did him.
Him and I got into hacking Wii's and
Yeah. I got into hotel life. Like, everybody just went their own ways. It was like crazy. Like, that's why I like the Brawl, because it was like a family meeting. Besides that, everyone started spreading out, doing their thing.
yeah, like Brawl died in Massachusetts after that moment.
It literally, that tournament closed the book.
because
Like,
Brawl,
people-
even
like,
at the
people
time,
tried.
Brawl was like kind of still on its like last legs
Yeah,
anyway. But like,
period.
there was like in general, it's just like
Yeah.
a lot of people that played and then realized like, oh, there's people that still play this game. Had like a little bit of like a revival, and there was like still some tournaments even after that, even after GameStop was over, but like they were really far in between anyway. And after that,
Like that's when Melee started coming back.
that's when Melee started coming back.
Yeah, they were starting to make
And
a
I
little
was
bit of
way
comeback.
too brawled out to get back into Melee.
Yeah, we did play Melee in between during the Brawl.
But then we have like Smash Fest at people's houses and things like that, which is like close. But that was about
Yeah,
it.
but it was different. It was
It was different. It was just like we playing for whatever.
All right, I mean that's nostalgia aside. Is there anything else you want?
Yeah, I feel like we kind of wrapped it up for gaming.
Are we looking for time? What time is it?
10:06.
10:06.
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, you mean? I'll tell you about time.
All right, we got a little bit of extra time. Wow, this is going to be a shorter episode.
You think so? I mean, there's still. You still you want to say
Our
something
shortest
about?
episode is like an hour and a half. B.
All right, we
Yeah.
gotta keep going.
I mean, this Cuphead.
Well, we talked
anything-
about that last episode. Do you want to go more into it, or you think you're good?
You can update what you talked
Yeah, you just a brief update.
update.
Shit's still hard. Rage.
I'm just raging hard to me. I'm literally stuck. Like, I'm not stuck because I beat like all of the bosses on simple mode.
Yeah.
I mean, which
heard-
is simple.
No, I heard there was a lot of references to other games, and I heard a lot of like anime references and stuff.
Oh
Is it?
yeah, dude.
I haven't played the game. Be real.
I don't care who's telling me. There's a soundtrack on one of the levels that sounds like Mario. I don't care who's telling me.
That kind of makes sense. It's a platformer. So I mean, kind of makes sense.
No, they have like a couple platform levels, but it's mainly just straight like boss battles.
The
and shit.
characters,
Really?
a lot of the characters also look like Mario ripoffs.
Like they literally did boss battle. Like they literally put in like platforming levels because people were like, "Oh, is it really only boss battles?" Yeah.
I see.
Almost all the platform levels have like.
Have you not played Shadow of Colossus?
That game's literally bosses.
It's also coming out with a remake.
Another one.
Another one. Yeah, another one.
An HD. I know. How many HD remixes they gotta make?
What is it, Street Fighter?
No. How about 30?
Nah, not today.
Not.
Damn. I'll give you that.
He set it up, and he's like, "How many remixes are you gonna make?" I'm like, "How about 30? You're gonna give it to me?"
All right,
that game.
I was gonna pull out the Phoenix
Played
Right.
that game. But
Oh my god, I need that.
You do.
Write that down.
Colossus, I heard it was good.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
But it's straight boss battles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just straight up Colossuses.
Just straight up.
Colossi.
Colossi. If you will. Wow. Thank you.
You know what?
Check it out.
Not gaming related, but you know what I realized about myself? You know how girls are like, always tell the girls like, "Oh, I thought you were stuck up, and so I met you, but you're like really cool."
I hate that.
I'm her. I'm that kind of girl. I realized that because
So press a button for me.
that wrong one.
Why? No.
The middle one.
Switch to the.
Which one? The whoa?
No,
Is that
switch to the.
No.
There we go.
what- it only took 7 tries.
So tries.
No,
And there's
'cause,
gonna
like,
be more sound.
I realized that like when I'm like not consciously interacting with people, I kind of look like when I'm out and about, like I'm literally just looking like I'm trying to get from point A to point B and like nothing else. And I realized that.
They think that's the way you come off?
Yeah, I realized that.
That's kind of accurate.
Yo,
From the outside looking in, yeah.
Oh, so if you didn't know him, that's what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, side note, people have told me that.
yo, like
Strictly Business Tax is his name. Strictly.
Deadass.
yeah, but I don't know. A lot of times it's like, look, I ain't really dealing with people. Put on my headphones, like, all right, let me just get through this. I don't try it though. I have a boring face.
No, at least people don't try to like mess with you. Like people have seen my just like relaxed face and they think I'm mad. Hey, he's looking.
Yo, shout out
so
to
true.
the homie.
Shout out to my man Jeremy
Shout out
running
to Jeremy.
running miles a
Yeah.
day.
Came in,
100 miles a day.
trying to make us feel like us eating healthy is whack. But all right, now
Listen, bro, I'm about to be right like you, bro. After this marathon, 5 days for 3 weeks.
damn.
Man out here running marathons. You need to run this company, nigga.
It's weird that you bring that up though, because like
Get focused.
I was actually talking
Better be
to.
sending emails while you're running it.
I'm just while I'm running.
Well, I do that too. 'Cause I just can't run out in the open and not either listen to something or talk to somebody.
All
All right, email is kind of.
How do you send that while running?
So he's over here.
Multitask.
You can talk-
He's
you
over
can
here
talk
typing
to-
spreadsheets and shit.
All right.
He's just filed his taxes on the
Having
run.
meetings while he's
On the 1
jogging.
mile mark.
Let me balance these financials while I sprint.
Wow.
I just bring the mic to
No,
see my
bullshit.
Yeah, you're clipping like shit.
He's like,
Anyways,
let me balance these financial sheets while I'm running.
actually, let me drop this real. I was actually talking to a female
He's
friend of
being
mine.
meetings.
Right?
He's like, all
Check
right,
this
this
out.
today's meeting. He's like running. Everybody, yo.
Like I guess a low key secret. So I was talking with her, and this girl goes, "Let me tell you what some of us girls think when we're in a pack, right? We're looking at a couple guys. If a guy is gassed up by his boys, he is that much more attractive to a girl.
What the fuck?
That's what girls genuinely think. I've had a girl walk up to me." And she thought I was cool just because my friends were cool with me. So she's thinking, you low key, you must be cool.
Gas up, shawty.
Nope.
Yeah, my fucking.
That was the most low key. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, what? That's low key, no bullshit. And she dropped me when she told me that. She's like, that's what us girls think. We're gonna go for the guy who's surrounded by all his other homies rather than the quiet loner guy.
Wow.
They're like, when we see a guy having fun like that, we think, oh, you know,
Yeah,
we try to get his attention because he must be all that. Because his guy,
No, but it's true.
that's that,
No,
that's
it's
that
true.
shit.
Especially because if
I'm telling you.
I've been around people that like I'll
I
be
told her to
coming.
get out of the bed, but no, I'm just kidding. How dare you?
Yeah.
No, it's true though. I swear, when she hit me that, I'm like, wow, that's like the inner facts.
So you know how like that we have that I have that perception that like I just kind of don't fuck with people or whatever like that because I don't know, just because like I have a boring face or whatever. When I'm performing, it's a different story because I'm literally controlling the entire room and every show girls randomly come up and talk to me. I get numbers because of that. But if I was just there, just walking around, like I would never get it.
Gas up, shiny.
No, because you know why? Because if I'm gonna drop something with you right now,
You're gonna
if the
eat.
girl can get with you and you're the quote unquote gassed up guy in the room, and the girl can get with you, that makes their self confidence look good.
Are you serious?
Facts.
Straight up.
Facts, because they're trying to look out for how they look.
So basically, so you're telling me like, so
Okay, I don't know who's watching this stream, so let me hit you with this.
All right.
I'm not trying to, no disrespect to the females out there, but the girl doesn't want to look invisible. So if she can be with you and she thinks maybe she can get some, like, she can get some fame, I guess, by being with you because everyone's looking at you.
Status or whatever.
Yo, I
Status.
like mad chicks being the class clown
Status.
rather than not doing anything. The class
So
clown
if you're just
Yeah.
so if you try to hang out as that cool loner wolf type, that's not looking good for you, man. They think that guy is weird. You know what I mean? Because if no one's fucking with him, there has to be a reason. That's what they're thinking.
I don't know that it's weird. It's just that, like, you know, like they come off as unapproachable.
Yeah,
'Cause that's
they-
what you're
yeah.
intending for
Yeah.
when you're doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so if you're that to himself guy, which by the way, you can just be that just because that's naturally how you. I'm like that. Like I'm not really talkative normally. You know what I mean? But that's coming off as like, yeah, as a defensive. Like he doesn't want to talk to me. Like, he's not trying to get to know me. But if you're that guy and everyone around, all your boys are gassing you, all your boys are like, oh, hey, and he's this, yeah.
Nah, it makes you approachable. That's what
that was
that makes you approachable.
Girls find that attractive. Girls find that attractive when their guys are gassing up their own boy. So a lot of the times, you'll probably see this at clubs or whatever, that if you're with your dude and you're like trying to gas him up to a lot of girls and shit, they like you more. Because, oh, your friends like you. That's how they see it.
So what you're trying to tell me is
Not even just dudes, it's just people. You just need people, period.
You're just charming.
Well,
now.
you're trying
Even
to
better
no,
if
no.
other females actually gas you up in front of other females.
Well, you're
that's like even less
yo,
multiplied.
that's
That's
strong.
multiplied.
Actually, that's next level.
Yeah, that's even.
What you're trying to tell me is that means DJs are supposed to get pussy.
If you're doing your job
If you're
right.
doing your job-
Yes. You just get mad pussy.
But it's like it's
Yeah.
pretty much just like
So here's
the
the thing. You
potential
can't just
build
be
up.
there spinning records.
No. What I'm
You
saying
have
is,
to do kind of like what I was doing with
kinda.
Grand Echelon.
You know what I
Like
mean?
you
Like-
have to the crowd work, like he said.
No. So
Yo, bless my mind.
Yo, you gotta fucking drop that, nigga.
No, so let's say right. So done. We all in this room, we're chilling, right? We're all having fun with girls here. Everybody's here, right? You could tell by who walks through the door. If I walk through the door and all my guy friends are like, "Hey, what's up? Oh, it's this dude coming through." The girls are already thinking, "All right, this guy's a big deal," because his friends just went crazy, right? As opposed to the guy who just walks through the door and is like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And no one
Everybody's like
says-
hi, and then there's done.
Yeah. The girls are like, "All right, whatever. He's a small fry. I can't get anywhere knowing this guy."
Yeah, like if you walk
That's how
through, and like if
I'm
you,
not saying all girls, but I'm saying the initial attraction is that. The initial attraction at all. That's all I'm talking about.
yeah, like so as an example, like if Sion walks through, we're like, oh, what's up, yo? And then you walk through, we literally like flipping the table, chest bump you and shit, nigga. I was like, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
No, they look at you
like, wow, this nigga is
something
crazy.
about radical is OD. Something because there must be something sick. about it.
Yeah.
That's so.
Especially
and if a
people
girl
that,
thinks, man, if I hang around with this guy and if I can get other people's attention just because I'm around someone like that,
oh, they're about it.
Wow.
and
They say Gnarly 2 drops the next thing.
Gnarly.
I'm about to drop that, John.
Featuring Tubular 3.
yeah. No, but that's just when I heard that, I was like, wow.
Nah, it's crazy. It's just because it's just people who don't know you, right? Because it's first impressions.
It's huge. Bro.
Yeah, like I had things where I come to a spot late, right? And then it's just like, it's just full of people I know. And I'm just like, I just walk in, they already know I'm going to be late. But as soon as I walk through the door, mad people were just mad hyped to see me. I'm like, yeah, stop, calm down. I see you all the time. But then they're just, it's just people, like there's one person there, happened to be a chick I met for like the first time. And then it's just like, they just look at other people interact with you and while you're there and how people interact with you. And if it's all positive and stuff like that, best believe they would, best believe they're going to, if you talk to them, they're about it. That's
how it was at that AB where a Fox die happened. I can't say the girl's name, but that's how that whole situation happened. She was like, oh my God.
Yo, if only we had like
You're not coming to the club, Rico?
You're not coming to the club.
You're not coming to the chair.
Yo, if we had like recordings, if we just like distort their voice, we had like people doing the interviews and black their face. And man,
Wow.
damn, that's another episode.
That's a real one.
Yo, the legend of
Knowledge on the boys real quick, man.
Oh,
It's knowledge
man.
that I feel like I've come bringing this because I was like the boy sent out to learn info from the other village. I come like, bitches love status.
Welcome back to the league.
This dude,
Hey, Haney, what did you learn? It's hot over there. So you like status and chocolate, like that. I feel like
That's
you know what I mean. It's just
it.
info I bestow
but-
upon my fellow man.
No.
because I was the meat sent out as an experiment.
Nah, I feel because like for me, like even when I was in a relationship, I gave my girl.
You see that?
Yeah, I would give my girl the disclaimer. It's like, look, like sometimes I gotta play wingman because a lot of times I'm like the most comfortable talking in groups or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll be wingman. I will not get the number. I would guarantee you that. So a lot of times, like we'll approach groups. I'm like, hi, I'm Rico. These my blah blah blah. I'm gassing them up, and then slowly I'm like, all right.
yeah, it's easier.
Yeah. No, I mean like at the same time, don't get me wrong, the opposite also holds true. There's some people I know that are just punk ass. I'm not even gonna be negative, but like they're the worst people ever. But when they hit the spot and everyone loves them, my girl will turn to me and be like, "Oh, what's up with this guy? Everybody loves him." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god, this shit is so fake." Can
If you don't
not-
turn your neck back.
I get so mad. I'm like, "Trust me, this is bullshit." She's like, "Well, people are going crazy." I'm like, "Cause they don't know yet." Ugh, it gets me so. It's like the opposite effect. You know what I mean? People love him, but they don't know him.
You can't block
So-
your own mix-up.
Yeah, it's my own. It's my own
You can't
setup. I'm
block-
like, I know this game. I've done this game. I was like, curses. He's using my. He literally shotgun gunned my move.
He's like, fool! He hit him. That needs to go on the board.
Yes, I was looking for that too.
That needs to go.
You know what I mean? So even my girl's like laughing at
Excalibur.
corny jokes that aren't that funny, but because she knows he's his status. You know what I mean? Like, so she'll join it.
Oh my god, you're so funny.
He has the,
Right
what's the
now,
laugh? What's
'cause
that
he
laugh?
ain't-
What's that? I forget.
Oh, the laugh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. That's
corporate
the
white guy.
fucking-
Yo, hit him with that corporate white guy. Oh, it's just three beats. That's it.
It's one.
But
It's one tone. That's all one.
That's it.
It's
What you do is you hit him with the corny joke and hit that laugh. You're like, oh, well, Sharice,
Yeah, so
it's
then I
not
said-
11 o'clock everywhere. Oh, I hate it. I can't do it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So the opposite effect works too. So it's just really annoying.
Wow. Me and my brother came up with like a pretty nigga laugh.
Yo, son.
Where it's literally like four things like ha ha ha.
Immediate silence.
Wait,
Like I didn't. The silence is what gets me. The
What
cut.
happened?
It's the cut. I'm like, wait, is the mic up? Wait.
Oh, you good? You good? Son, you got something in your throat? You just went quiet.
You okay?
Yeah, it was like the coggy laugh. I was like, ha ha ha. And then you just stop.
Wow.
Every time he does it, I feel off balance. Like it slips you. It trips you up. You like
You're like, wait, I missed something.
you have to catch yourself.
You like clean your ears real quick. You're like, does it go deaf? Like, damn, not hear the end of that laugh.
Actually, just hilarious. But all right, I know we gotta get you out of here. We gotta snap some photos.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Thank you guys so much for having me, Sion. I'd love to be able to be back in future episodes. Please don't forget to tune in. Official Future
You know
Perfect.
what? We do need to have another episode with you. We didn't even talk Salt Party.
I mean, if you
I feel like that's an episode I shouldn't be here.
Nah, it's be another- that's another-
we went through the Smash documentary today, quote unquote. We'll go through the Salt Party documentary at some point because that has history. That has history too.
Boston Brawl Smash documentary.
Boston Brawl Smash documentary. Yeah. No, I mean Salt Party has its own.
That's his other.
Yeah, we gotta get like.
We're missing
you
other
and, like,
party.
We need
party
to get.
members.
Yeah.
We need more.
That might have to be a whole production in itself.
It
Like
is, so.
I might not have to be here because it's literally gonna turn into like Future Perfect Court if I'm here with everybody.
No, I know. We're gonna have the music.
We need the new intro. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, thank you guys for having me so much. I love to be here.
I'm saying, everybody got a case.
Official Future Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
joined
right
with
now.
my boy Zanza.
You got any social media or anything you want to shout out?
Please follow me on all my social media platforms. I forgot what the hell is my Instagram. Oh, Haney K is my Instagram, or Haney Khalil Facebook, or at Haney Khalil on Twitter.
I thought it was like FG_Sion.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh yeah, or
Oh, shit.
FG_Sion. I can next time I'll even talk
Oh,
about
man.
FGTV and just this other things I'll be working on. But thank you guys so much.
All right, Zanza, what you
Have a
got?
good day.
Oh man, I forgot about the
We're gonna
rant.
close out, so
but
you-
we'll leave the Chris G MCI rant. It's pretty good.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, another time. Chris G quality, man. But trying to think what we got coming next time. But no. I won't say anything. They got. If you want to know, they got to listen to the episode. That's how we do it.
I'll go real quick and then you'll do yours. Whew, jeez. You guys, if you're listening to this after Thursday, whatever day we're recording this, because I don't know the date off the top of my head, and we don't need to date this episode. If you're listening to this on SoundCloud or Apple Podcasts, you will have heard parts of our new intros and new drops. Give us some feedback on that. Shout out to my man Potent, who had his drops in the last episode too, so episode 5. You're tuning into episode 6 right now, if we didn't already say that. We got some dope stuff coming up. I don't want to give it all away now, but yeah. Next episode, we'll have more to talk about as far as like Future Perfect events and whatnot. So I think that's it. FuturePerfect.blog at official Future Perfect everywhere else. Follow us, stay up to date with everything. And I think that's it.
Yeah, man.
To the mic, man. You're too close, man.
You're too close. Am I closer now? Is that too close? Nah, yeah, man. We got some special events coming up. The only one I'm gonna give out is Fuego Friday at Kingston Bar and Grill, man. It's the illest Latin night, October 27th. Your boy Anthony Seal.
So what time will that be, do you know?
10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
And how often will this Fuego Fridays be happening?
Weekly.
What?
Weekly.
Whoa! Wait, you mean every week?
Every Friday. Yeah, man. So come turn up. Go. Bring all your shorties, all your thotties. Come shake your booty to J Balvin and Despacito.
IG friends all around.
You know what I mean?
Bring them out. We know you have them.
So
you can't hide them.
I'm gonna drop that one. There's some more shit in the works, but I ain't gonna drop that. So y'all gonna have to wait for the next episode.
Word. And we're all in a good place.
Si, senor.
We're all good. We're good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm about to take us out. This has been another episode of
Peace
Future
and love.
Perfect.
The future perfected.